What's going on, guys? This is your boy Johnny Liquidator coming back with another video. In Indy, we have a problem because fans is very concerned that Caitlin Clark might not win WNBA MVP for the 2025 season. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Video right here was hard for me to make, man. I gotta keep it real. One thing about John the Liquidator is that I want to keep it real with you guys, good, bad, ugly, but I definitely want to tell the truth on the channel. That's kind of been my thing, is just keeping it real, being nonchalant, and not sugarcoat anything. Well, something has struck me as eerie and odd with the Indiana Fever. Now, we know Caitlin Clark is a dominant basketball player. Majority of the time, Caitlin Clark is very successful when the game is kind of ran through her, similar to what we've seen in Iowa. Caitlin Clark in Iowa ran a read and react offense, hence why she made three-star players look like five-star players, hence why they had one of the most dominant offenses for pretty much the last 2 seasons of her playing college basketball. Hence why she only lost the national championship game twice was due to rebounding, simply rebounding. South Carolina out-rebounded Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes, and LSU out-rebounded them. If they could have figured out a way to get those rebounds, they would have won. Any team could lose a game due to rebounding. Now, with all that being said, we have to go back to the core of the situation. The core of the situation is where we at today. Where we at today is Caitlin Clark is currently on the Indiana Fever basketball team with a brand new coach, brand new players, pretty much shooters, veterans. People is definitely picking them to go all the way. Now, I'm not saying that the Indiana Fever is not going to go to the championship. This video is solely about Caitlin Clark winning MVP, because we know we want to see Caitlin Clark win that damn MVP over AJ Wilson. Now, with all that being said, let's get back to the read and react offense. Now, what is a read and react offense? Let's start right there. Let's pull it up. This is the definition of a read and react offense. Let's read this out loud together. Said, yes, the Iowa women's basketball team, often referred to as the Lady Hawkeyes, runs a read and react offense, a system that emphasizes a player movement and reactions to create scoring. That, my friends, is what Caitlin Clark ran in Iowa. And if you don't believe me, check this out.
Scouting report on Caitlin Clark.
Well, you just watched Debbie Antonelli's videos that she's been putting on Twitter, because I gave an entire scouting report and I still do it in the game. But I mean, I'll tell you, but if you just watch my games, not much ever changes. You know, I like to step back going to the left. I think the thing that makes it really hard is we run a read and react offense. You never know what's going to happen. You can't scout that. Like, you can try all you want. You can work on actions, but you never know what we're going to do, because we don't even know what we're going to do. And I think that's the best way to play basketball, is you're just making reads. You're using your brain. And Coach Butter says, just be a basketball player. You know, don't be a robot. Be a basketball player. And that's why people like watching Iowa women's basketball, is because we make reads, we have fun, we play up tempo, we want to get out in transition. But I think for me, you know, the area I want to thrive in is always transition. You know, that's why I take pride in getting on the defensive glass and pushing the ball, because I just think it's so hard to guard us, especially with the way our 4s and 5s run the floor, and and Kate and Gabby can spot up for threes. I think it's really, really hard for us. So yeah, I think, you know, everybody knows what I'm going to do at this point. It's just, I don't know. That's what I always tell myself, is just be you. You know, that's all you can do.
So as you guys just heard there, that was Caitlin Clark in her own words, letting us know I will run a read and react offense, hence why Kate Martin was looking like Klay Thompson at times, bro. A read and react offense make players around them better, but it's ran through one specific player. Now, that brings us to this here. Now, this is troubling. There has been many conversations off the record and on the record with the Indiana Fever coaching style that is with Stephanie White, what she's going to be running. She said she's going to run the ball, take the ball out of Kayla's hands. She said she's going to run and react. Now we're hearing from players that is new here saying that they're going to run a motion style offense. Now, I know what y'all think. John, we don't really know too much about basketball. What is emotion style offense? And I just want to start by saying, y'all know Cheryl Reeve, the Lynx, the Liberty, teams like this, they run the motion style offense. Let's pull up the definition right now. Y'all know I got to come with the facts, man. This is going to be a good one. Let's pull it up. It states right here, bruh. Yes, the Minnesota Lynx are known for running a motion offense, characterized by consistent moving and cutting to create scoring opportunities, and they excel at spacing the floor with 5 shooters. This is the very same offense my son high school basketball team run, bro. This right here. Spacing the floor and creating opportunity. Y'all ever see a basketball team, especially in high school, where they got to keep passing the ball until either a lane open, something open? This is that. We don't want that. We don't want to keep passing. No, that is not what we want. And I'm here to tell you, that's what we're going to get. Oh, yes, this is what we're going to get with Stephanie White. This is the same offense the Connecticut Sun ran last year. Now, this right here is really what sparked this whole damn video, was this tweet from Andy. Shout out to Andy, bro. Andy stated, I keep hearing many fans thinking Caitlin Clark will dominate next season. I once thought this way too. She is more than capable of dominating, as we witnessed last season. But the Fever are expected to run a motion style offense. This is a team-oriented offense where, generally speaking, nobody dominates. You heard that? Nobody dominates. Remember when I told you, y'all ever see teams, especially in high school, AAU, stuff like that, where they constantly pass the ball, which there's no real dominant player, there's no real threat? This is a motion style offense where everybody averages like 7, 8 points, 10, 12, maybe 15, be the high for the game. Everybody averages everything. Everybody eat. There is no dominant player. We did not see that at Iowa. Hence why fans want Lisa Bluter to be the coach, because Lisa Bluter helped 3-star players look like 5-star players. See, that's what this is all about here. That's what all of this is all about. Now, let's get back to the homeboy Andy tweet. Andy stated, some example of the motion offense last season was the Connecticut Sun and Minnesota Lynx. For more insight, Iowa with CC did not run a motion offense. Sophie Cunningham herself confirmed it in not one interview, but 2 interviews. Let's play this clip right here.
But I do love the offense we're going to be playing. It's a motion offense. I feel like I haven't played in a motion offense since college. And so it's going to be run and gun, kick and shoot, lots of threes. And so I'm stoked. Like, I really am so excited. But do we have the pieces? Absolutely. But I do love the offense we're going to be playing. It's a motion offense. I feel like I haven't played in a motion offense since college. And so it's going to be run and gun, kick and shoot, lots of threes. And so
run and gun, kick and shoot. That's a motion style offense. That's not what we've seen at the second half. Christy Sides, after that break, she did not run a motion. She had to run, read, and react. She had to, for them to be successful. Now, I'm letting y'all know this right now today. If Stephanie White runs this offense, Caitlin Clark, we lose the Caitlin Clark we love. I will promise you that. Caitlin Clark is not going to average 23 points a game. She's going to average maybe 10 to 15. We will lose the Caitlin Clark we all love to see, and that is the logo 3CC. We will not see the logo 3CC because Stephanie White wants to run Connecticut offense. Now, this was Stephanie White back in December before the free agents got here. Roll the footage.
Pace. One of the downfalls of having, a veteran team like we had in Connecticut was we weren't very fast. We didn't play very fast. One of the great things about Indiana is they love to play fast, right? So what you want to play, I want to play with great pace. It's too hard in our league, and defenses are too good to allow them to get set, to allow them to be able to predetermine what you're going to do. So I also want our players to use their instincts and to play free. We want to make plays, not run plays, right? We want to have sets that give us certain spacing that we want, depending upon our rotations, who's on the floor, who we want to attack, what matchups we want to get to, how can we manipulate them. So we'll have certain play calls that just give us space to operate. And then whichever play we make, whichever pass we make determines, one of three actions that our players can read from. And so really giving them the freedom to play within a system, to get to the matchups and really challenging them to find the matchups, the reads, the shots that we want. And I think that that's going to be the next step for a young team. And for a young team, sometimes you need it really structured. Sometimes you need to know what's coming. Sometimes you need to know exactly who's going to get the ball and when. Well, good defenses are going to take advantage of that right away, and you're going to be limited. So the goal for us is to put them in positions to make plays and allow them to do what they do best. So that's the simple version of what the philosophy is on the offensive end.
So, my friends, that was Stephanie White back in December, pretty much saying she's going to run a read and react offense. That is until these free agents came. And when you got veteran players like Dewana Bonner, Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, these players since kind of to want the ball a little more. Well, if y'all want to be successful, you really want the ball in Caitlin Clark's hands at all time and let her distribute the ball. But we'll have to wait and see. One thing I will tell you guys, do not be surprised if Caitlin Clark don't win MVP. Like always, get down in the comment section. Keep them bells on, because you know what? I'm going to keep it real, and I'm going to bring you the news. And like always, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, baby. Peace out. Shake the haters off.